Hey guys, Jason here from Jason's Works, doing a video on some casting today, and actually a pretty special project. This is going to be a project with myself and also Skyler Jenkins. He sent me a box of some scrap, and we wanted to do show how to alloy and also make a ring out of that, a seamless ring. Now he's promised me a long time ago he'd come down here and visit, but I have yet to see this guy. I've driven up there to visit with him, but he hasn't shown up here yet. So, where is he at?
Hey, it's Jason's shop.
Look at that! It's Skyler Jenkins.
Hey, what's going on, man?
What's up, buddy?
Hey, thanks for having me in your shop, dude.
Most welcome. Most welcome.
I gotta tell you, it's like the hottest day of the year, though.
Yeah.
Is it not the hottest day? How hot does it get here?
I've seen it 117, so today's a really cool day.
It's a nice, cool 101 degrees. So what are we doing?
All right, so I got this. It's funny you shipped this to me, but you're here.
I know, I could have just drove it up.
But really appreciate you coming down here, dude. It's really cool to see you. So yeah, we're just gonna open this box up and see what we got and go from there. So let's do it. All right. Oh, you got a knife on you?
I do.
Sweet. Sweet.
I'll let you do the honors.
All right, cool, man. I'm excited. I love opening things. So tell me the little story behind what you sent.
So basically, this is just the scrap, 90% silver, that I just make coin rings with. So this is just the natural scrap that comes from making coin rings.
Nice.
And you know, for a lot of time, ever since that snag event you guys did in Portland, and I got to see that amazing rolling mill that Rio Grande uses.
Yeah, yeah.
I've just had a great desire to make, and that's some fine silver.
Okay, 999. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. Cool. All
I
right.
forgot I put that in there.
well, we can use that in the alloy. So.
Yeah. So I really want to make a pattern ring and then make a seamless ring design out of it.
Okay.
And then what I'm thinking is we can take some of these designs and then set stones into them.
Nice.
I think that'd be a really, really neat thing to do once I get back into my shop.
That'd be sweet.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool. All right. Awesome, dude. These look like pretty nice rings.
There's always something wrong with them, though.
Are these your scrap?
This is a lot of this. Okay, I'll tell you what happened here. Some of this. So a lot of what this is this stuff had either, when you're bending a ring, you know, sometimes you'll get an impurity in the surface. And so just whatever impurity in the surface, and then this one I buffed out, actually. And then it sat on my desk thinking, you know, maybe I'll put something on the outside of it. And then when I was putting this package together, I thought, oh, you know, I'm a little light on silver. I'll just throw it in there. Okay. So that's what that one is. And then this is these are all
They kind of the same.
Okay, so that spinning coin ring, it looks easy in the video, but guess what? there was a lot of practice that went into that. So there's a lot of trial and error. I've gotten a whole lot better since then. That was when I first started using my lathe.
Wow.
And then I first trying to figure out how to capture a ring in there with letting it spin and still being captured. So that was a really hard thing for me to learn how to do. So that's the story behind those.
All right. Well, cool. So let's see. We're gonna cast a bar using this guy here. You can do round bars or flat bars. And you were saying you wanted two designs. Yeah. So pick out the pattern plates.
So these are the two I was wanting to use. There's a lot finer of a design here,
okay.
Like more of a feminine design. But honestly, you know, it doesn't have to be a feminine design. It's a pretty cool ring either way. But then this one, which is a lot more blocky. Yeah. I think that'd be kind of neat for a big, heavy man's ring.
Okay, so that'll be the man and the woman's ring?
That's kind of the idea.
So we'll do a little bit thicker for this one, a little bit thinner for that one?
Yeah, that'd work. All right. That'd work great.
Cool.
I didn't even think about the thickness.
A little larger and a little smaller.
Yes. Yeah.
Beautiful.
And I'm sure, you know, the guys who are subscribed to you know you have an amazing shop. But just there's so much amazing stuff in this shop. Just want to bring that up. You're pulling this out. You got forges everywhere. You got like mills and saws, all kinds of amazing stuff. So.
Oh, it's been an accumulation of 40 plus years. So yeah, I have my dad to thank as well. So cool, man. All right, so we'll do that. Let's go to the width of one of these plates.
Okay.
So we'll just use that as a measurement.
I love that thing.
It's best to actually roll an entire plate size, just to help protect the plates. These are Bonny Doon pattern plates.
Oh, so you want the whole plate on there?
But it's not it's not that critical.
Right.
It's okay. I've been doing it. I've done it before. It's not. It doesn't hurt the plate that much. I can't. Yeah. I got a little bit of rust on there. That's not good. So I need to clean that up a little bit. I'll use the 3M wheel. Clean these up. We'll also use the sterling calculator to alloy or sterling silver from the coin. So we'll add mostly coin silver and then a little bit of the fine silver to that. And that's what we'll do.
And so let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
What are those plates? Are they sterling? Or not sterling, but are they stainless steel?
It's a special alloy because you don't want to roll anything in your rolling mill that's harder than your rollers, or you'll damage the rollers.
Okay.
So this is a special alloy of it's basically a softer steel, more like a pure iron, which is relatively soft. So it's not pure iron, but it's alloyed. But if you do want to roll something that's harder, like a metal screen or something like that, or a metal mesh web.
You protect it with something?
Yeah, exactly. So you take 2 copper plates or brass or whatever, and you sandwich it.
Okay.
So yeah.
Very cool.
Pretty cool.
All right, cool.
All right, so we'll get going on that. Let me actually, if you want to help, we can clean that guy up a little bit.
And what am I using?
You could use just a rag or a paper towel. And then we'll do a very light coating of this non-stick ingot spray.
So just the inside is all I'm cleaning, or what am I cleaning?
Yeah, just everything all around. Yeah, get it. See if there's any. Actually, you could even put it on that wheel right over there. Feels a little rough right there. Yeah, that's a soft one. So here's that ingot spray. Okay, so we're back. We got this guy cleaned up, the mold, and we also got, let's see, what else? We got the, what's this thing called? Scale?
Yep.
And we also figured out how to get the sterling calculator up. So I'm going to show you that right now. And we got, 12 ounces, a little over 12 troy ounces of coin silver. Show that. Minus the bag weight. So yeah, 13.4 there. And then some fine silver, 0.895, but we're thinking probably pour a 5-ounce bar, and that'll probably make enough for 4 or 5 rings, but 2's the goal.
Okay.
So that'll give you some more to play with.
Yeah, that'll work.
So,
that'll work great.
Cool. So we'll go over to the sterling calculator. And a friend of mine out of Texas made this for me years ago. I was using another method, and I was wasting sterling silver, or I was wasting silver. So he gave me a call and said, "Hey, you need to fix this. I'm going to make you a program that's going to be much more accurate." And so he did. So if we're looking for about 5 ounces of silver, that would be 31.1 grains times 5, which would be 155.5. I didn't do that in my head. You saw me calculate.
Yeah, I did see that.
Okay. There's no way I could do that in my head. And then in this field here is your purity of your silver coins. So we're using United States coins, right?
Yeah.
So that's 90%. So we'll type that in. And presto bingo, there comes the information. So we've got, whoops, it's not right. What did I do wrong? 90. Oh, can't use a decimal, I don't think. So we'll do 155. There it is. Okay, so we got fine silver needed is 39.14 grams, and then coin silver be 115.8586. So we can round that to our scale, and I like to come up a little bit more in the fine silver just to make sure that I'm getting
above that sterling.
The 90, sterling is 92.5%. So I'd rather be 92 or 93%, 92.7 or 93%. So just to be safe. So let's do that. I like using silver scrap for projects rather than selling it to a refinery, or you can make something out of it and make a nice profit, make some beautiful jewelry, and use your scrap. But now you said you use a refinery.
Yeah, for most of what I do, I'll take it to a refinery. I use AAA precious metals out of Portland, Oregon.
Okay.
And so for most of what I do is just refined, and then I use it for other things. But then lately I've been getting into casting, so less of it's been making it to the refinery now.
Oh, that's
So,
cool.
It might even dry up completely. We'll see.
Okay, so that's tiered with the lid there, and we'll do 115.859. Yeah, three decimal points of the coin. Which is how many troy ounce? 3.725. There's 3.265. We're getting close. So just a couple of small plugs. So I'll go under the weight with the coin, and then over the weight with the fine. 3.725. Okay, more little guy. What coins do you mostly use?
Most of them are probably Morgan dollars.
Okay.
So a vast majority of what I do tends to be Morgans. And then you'll get a lot of Walking Liberty halves, Franklin halves. You can see Kennedy half in there.
Okay, yep.
So
I only saw 1 quarter in there, I think.
very few quarters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's 3.705 with a target of 3.7249. So we're below our coin, which is good. And now we'll go over our fine silver a little bit for a total weight of 1 point. Well, let's see. It'd be. Oh, it doesn't have the
Total weight?
yeah
We have to do
in
it
troy ounce.
two separate things probably.
Yeah. So we could switch over to grams. So we'll switch over to grams for our total weight of the 155. So we're at 115. Yeah. So we'll go a little more, a little more. What I found you can also do is to make your silver shot for melting is to pour it into a bowl of ice water with ice on top.
Really?
And that'll it'll take the pieces to a smaller size, which is actually preferable for melting. So there's 154, 155 is our target. So we're a little over 155. So we're good.
All right.
So that'll be our 5 ounces for making our textured sterling silver seamless rings.
That's going to be great.
Sweet. Okay, so here we go. We're going to set up the pour. We've got our silver all set up. We're going to move that mold down to a 50-cent piece because that's all we really need for a man's ring, just to maximize our bar, maybe a little bit wider. It's kind of funny. I'm always using coins for referencing for jewelry.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's the size of a quarter. You know, I'll do a $50 size. It's kind of weird. And we'll want to preheat this. So remind me if I don't.
Okay.
Or it'll condense moisture and explode, and that's not good. So then we'll also need to season this with our flux, using the borax, because that's a brand new dish. That's our silver. There's our borax.
And so we were just talking about this a second ago when we weren't filming. But
yeah.
So I was curious where you got the borax. So there's a couple different ways you can do it.
Yeah. So you can. I already got glasses. Rio Grande sells borax. Great supplier for it. You can also use the borax you find in the grocery store. This is actually an old batch that I had for making Damascus knives. It's used in that process as well as a flux. So same idea with the casting of metals. So.
Right on.
Yeah. So we have oxypropane torch. This guy right here will be using that. And we're doing 5 ounces, right? So that won't be a problem.
We got this is my nephew. Hayden. He's on. Yeah, he came with us to California.
Let's get you some cool glasses. Want some cool glasses?
Cool.
I got this for my cousin in Boston.
Cousin in Boston?
Yeah.
That'll keep your eyes from getting exploded.
We'll get a leather apron on you.
That'll keep your shirt from getting exploded.
So basically, not me. It gets expanded.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna put the salad
That's
down.
probably a good idea, unless you want it to get exploded. Then you can keep holding it.
I want to buy a new
Maybe
tablet.
we'll put these gloves on you.
You really don't want me to die, do
I
you?
really don't, because you're a cool dude. Alright, so you're set? You ready?
Yes.
Alright,
Way to
cool.
go, kid.
So do your fuel first.
Whoa!
Yeah.
What happened there? It's already hot.
Oh yeah.
What
Let's
do you
make it
know?
hotter.
What is he melting?
Silver.
Silver?
Yeah.
So you gotta prep the cooking first.
That's a cool silver.
There's nothing in there yet. We're gonna get this nice and hot and then put some flux in there.
What?
Yeah, the borax.
Yeah. Whoa. What is that?
That's the borax. Yeah, the borax will be we'll use it for flux. And that seasons the crucible so that the molten metal doesn't stick to the crucible.
So it's like on a frying pan, you like put that oil and stuff?
Kind of the same idea, yeah. A non-stick crucible where you can fry an egg at 2,000 degrees.
That's 2,000 degrees?
A little more actually, yeah. Probably closer to, well, close to that, 20, 22, 23, yeah.
Look at that.
A little more.
Wow.
Did you say email wrong?
It's melting.
My keyboard? I hope not. No.
Is he gonna drop that fire onto that?
Just the excess flux is getting rid of it.
It's weird. I think it's really hot.
So now that is all prepped and ready to go, right?
Yep, very hot. Be careful. Yeah.
It looks like glue.
So that guy, yeah, so we've got a nice clean
It's gorgeous looking.
flux on there. And we'll add our silver and then melt that. Oh, and we got to do what to that?
Clean.
Preheat it.
Preheat it. That's right. He gets the gold star. Almost. We did clean it though.
Yeah,
It was
we
good.
cleaned it.
We did clean it. All right. Let's see. So let's do that preheat before I forget.
What do you mean preheat? Like,
So before, if you don't heat it all the way up, you pour molten hot metal in there. It reacts really badly with the cold, and then sprays everywhere. So
ooh.
you gotta heat it up to get it close to the same temperature. That way, when the molten metal goes in, it just stays nice and really cold.
Why do you tap it?
Yeah. Sometimes you can do the first pour to warm up the mold, and then the second pour will be the real pour. We'll see how it comes out there. Alright, here we go. Okay, we're going to add our silver, Jake. Ready, kid? We're going to pour up in that silver. Dump out. You want 100-degree day, melting silver is the thing to do.
I didn't look at this new melted.
Just kind of doing a practice pour, make sure everything's doing good. I'll probably come in like that.
It's turning green.
Yep,
How is it turning green?
that's the copper.
Copper? It's already being melted.
Yep, starting to melt down. So you want to use more. I got a little too much oxygen in there. You want to cut down on the oxygen because silver absorbs oxygen.
It's
You
just
want-
like,
more fuel than oxygen. Otherwise, you'll get pits in the silver.
Interesting.
You just straight like just put that here on it. Oh my goodness.
I'll show you my first engine. We took a video of it. It had so much oxygen trapped in it.
Whoa.
It's all a bushy frame. It took me a year to figure out what bushy is. Right back here.
Is he mixing it up now?
Yep.
It's like a soup.
Little soup.
Yep, little soup.
So throw got some solid pieces in there. So just work on those. Mix it up really good for the alloy to mix in nice.
Ladies, now dumping.
Yep. Very carefully. I usually use a bit of cookie sheet under it. Okay, that's
So you can't see whatever goes up this out.
yeah, exactly.
You don't have a little cookie sheet myself.
Just make sure you don't get it from the kitchen.
Well, that's the problem. My kitchen can't control.
Whoa. That was what? Is that like lava now?
Plus the copper coming to the surface.
It looks like lava.
So you don't want it too hot, you don't want it boiling, but I'll take that to the surface, then I put it back and kind of clear it off and I'll do the cooling. Little still,
It's like lava just went.
so we'll see how it turns out. If it's a good pour, we'll use it. If not, then we'll pour a second.
All right, cool.
Wait, I can take these glasses and this stuff off now?
Yep.
Yep, now you can hang back over here.
You're not getting too hot, are you?
Yes, I was. I was getting hot.
Here, let me help you out with that.
I like those glasses, the one that Uncle used.
But next time he can do it.
Who can do it?
You can. You can empty the tanks, all right?
Oh, yeah.
Because it's so cool.
You're going to empty the black water tanks next time, Hayden?
What's a black water tank?
What's the tank we were dumping this morning?
That
Oh.
looks pretty good.
It looks really good.
Yeah, it looks nice. So we'll quench that.
Is it now all cool?
Yeah. So there's a little warm. It's okay. A little warm still. There we go. Try that.
I wish I knew how to do this stuff, so I can make like my own.
You just watch the video again.
Yeah.
Good.
Want me to hold it?
Yeah. Oh, I've never done it with two people.
I know, it might be easy.
That'd be sweet. Yeah. What do you want to do?
Whichever.
With it?
I'll be the unskilled side of this.
I'll chop your fingers off.
Yeah. Okay,
So-
just put it on in.
Yeah. So this is one trick I found.
I just have to get it
Nice
adapted
and tight, like so.
Yeah, working
Oh
with
yeah, I'll have it
Go for it.
down.
silver is just use.
It's gonna pop.
No. Well, maybe.
We're gonna find out.
And then go back and forth with it.
Do you notice
Okay.
my
Like up and
Oh,
down.
I see.
It will.
Oh, there we go.
Wow. There you go.
Free.
Cool, man. So there we go.
Right on.
Okay, so there's the bar that we got. About 5 ounces or so. Actually, let's weigh it too. Probably less with the slag or the excess here. So let's see. Yeah, 3.4. So that should be fine. So we have a little bit of borax there. So we'll need to chip that off,
Okay.
or just a brass hammer, and then we'll put it on the wheel.
Okay.
And then shoot. So yeah, if you want to clean that up, I'll get the roller prepped here.
So you're chipping it off with a brass hammer?
Yeah, I found that works pretty well.
Just put it on a something like that and just tap it on?
just tap it on with the corner. See if you can chip that out.
Okay, gotcha.
And then just or I got some dental picks too. Another cool pattern is cheesecloth.
Oh yeah, I've tried cheesecloth once.
Okay.
That was pretty cool. That's when I first got my rolling mill. That's the
Okay,
first thing I did. That was pretty cool. But now that once I see you do it a little bit more, I think I'm going to be a lot better off. Here, what do you think?
Yeah, no, that looks good.
Okay.
Perfect. Our target's 4 mil, which is about 0.157 inch. So
All right, so we're going to take this dial and bring it from here down to a 0.5.
I think, yeah, let's try it. Let's do it.
Yeah, doesn't go through.
Everything's clean, everything's dry. We're good. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, I see it now. Okay. So much easier.
We're going through.
Yeah.
It feels like there's tension.
Just a little bit.
Okay.
A little bit.
Oh, can't quite see anything.
So just kind of head through then.
Yeah, just go ahead and go through. We'll catch it on the back side. I'll see if I can rearrange it so we can feel the back.
Okay, so that's the first pressing. We'll check to see if we're close to our. We got a little ways. Oop. Not quite there, so we'll keep going. So what? Bring it down another 5.
Sure. Yeah.
Backwards rotation. Ooh, it's almost there. Starting to want to slide on there.
How are the marks?
They're still there.
Okay. Let's roll some more.
Okay.
I think we'll be okay even to 3 mil.
Oh, I think so.
Yeah. So it's really cool where this is keeping the exact same width. All we're doing is lengthening. I like that a little. Yeah, I'll just keep going through the marks you're going. Get the annealing station ready.
How many times do you run it through the mill before you start annealing?
Huh?
How many times do you run it through before you start annealing?
So you can move it 30%
Okay.
before the silver starts to fail and crack.
Okay.
So I feel like 20, 25% maybe.
Okay.
But you'll feel like,
You start to feel it.
yeah, much more resistance. I like it. Biggest trick is don't burn your camera. So we're annealing silver. What are you looking for? Looking for a dull red in a pitch black room, but because we have some light, when you see that dull red, it's actually going to be a bright red if you were in a dark room. Okay. So that's why I have it kind of built in this little box film, if you will, just to kind of keep it in the dark. But I also watch for orange flame. It's right now you can see orange flame coming on. So it would actually probably be a dull red if it was pitch black in here. So I'm going to go a little bit more. You don't want to reticulate it. That would be bad. Okay, so now I'm just now starting to see the dull red. So if it wasn't a pitch black room, it would be pretty bright right now. And if it gets too hot, I'll let it cool down to a black heat. Mm-hmm. And then I'll quench it in water. Okay. That way you don't. If you get it really too hot and you quench it, it can weaken the metal.
And I've discovered in traditional jewelry class I've been taking, there's a bit of a disagreement about whether quenching silver is a good thing at all.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was a little surprised actually by that. I thought only YouTube commenters did that. Sorry, YouTube. Some of you.
So what are the points? Kind of
so
you're looking at?
Generally, they think that it hardens it the same. Like a lot of people who deal with ironworking or steel.
Yeah.
Like, hey, when you're quenching it, you're hardening the metal.
Okay.
So that has kind of some people in the jewelry industry think that as well.
Huh.
I've noticed most people don't, but there's a couple who think it does.
Well, there are formulas to harden all different types of metal using heat. So
Mhm.
there is a way to harden silver using heat, but you have to soak it at specific temperatures for specific times.
Right.
And with the steel, it's more of the carbon. When there's more carbon in the steel, that will really get a
Right.
harden. And it's a matter of changing the crystalline structure in the metal. Austenitic and marsenite. I can't remember the terms, but it's a crystalline formation.
Okay.
Of
And
the,
so, and there's certain steels you can quench too, where it doesn't harden.
yeah. There's stainless steel. A project I'm working on now for Damascus stainless steel, where you take it to 1600 degrees, which is a bright orange heat,
Okay.
and you quench it in water, and that anneals it.
That's wild.
But it's
I
the
find
different
that.
type of crystalline structure within the metal that allows for that.
Right.
That's crazy.
So there's a lot that goes into this stuff.
Yeah.
When you think about it.
Yeah, a lot more than I know, but
Right.
it's fun no matter what. So
now before we start rolling it in, is there anything special we do with it now, or just go right back to it?
we could flatten it out a little bit, maybe,
Okay.
if you want to. So we could use the hydraulic press for that.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I'll set that up. If you want to put it on the wheel,
I'll clean it up.
we'll buff that out. Buff off the fire scale.
Gotcha.
Sides are okay.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Oh. To the big press.
Yeah. So and now if you want to use, I've got it set up for a foot.
Okay.
You just tap it once on, tap it off to go off,
Okay.
and then you can have this return, so it'll come down after a while, or you can have it hold.
Okay.
So we just do it on return. So you
Here,
can just
you want to do it? Yeah. Okay.
go for it.
Okay, I'll go for it.
You want to do it? Do
I
it.
mean, this is pretty serious equipment.
Here. So here's the gauge. I wouldn't go past the 10,000. That's as far as it'll go. But you probably won't need to go past 3 or 4.
Okay.
But no worries. Just keep everything in the center. This is Kevlar and some special plastic. Super duper tough. But just go ahead and press it in.
All right. Awesome. Oops. I see. Gotta go. Oh wait.
Oh yeah, just tap it on, tap it off. Okay, there you go.
Oh, I see. I understand now. Right about there?
Yeah, you got about 23, so that'll work. That's good.
Dude, that's pretty slick.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're back to rolling?
Yeah, I think so.
So I'm going to run it through one more time without changing the thickness just to see what it does.
Okay. How's it going, buddy?
We're starting to lose those lines.
Trying to make some rings. This one failed, so I was like looking at that one.
Oh.
Probably,
You're a ring maker? You're a ring maker.
no.
You got a website?
What?
You got a website?
No.
No.
I was looking in your milking thing.
Oh, okay.
I found one of your brewing things. I'm like, look, try this. I think it's funny.
Not quite.
All we can do too is flatten it out in between.
Okay.
Yeah. So we can do that when it gets too wiggly.
Gotcha. About that far, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I forgot to look at the gauge, but you're probably in
About 23.
It just presses as much as you need.
Okay.
Cool. Oh, I can. We'll
You
turn
got this?
We'll turn it sideways. Yeah,
Okay.
it's not bolted down. So.
Want to do that real quick?
Yeah, good.
Okay. Really awesome getting to do this in your shop, man. Oh, loving it.
I'm already, man. Way cool.
I made a necklace.
I discovered the 4-power headsets.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know how I lived without those before.
I haven't done that yet. I'm scared of what I'll see. Maybe.
I know, that just makes you work longer.
Yeah. Oh, that's good though. I remember seeing Chris Ploof work, and that guy is just a monster when it comes to magnification and
really?
down to really fine work. And it's interesting because he works it down all the way to a super high polish.
Who's this now?
Chris Ploof. Super
Rio?
Yeah, super cool dude. He works with Rio. He's got his own jewelry line. He specializes in Mokomegane, meteorite, Damascus, all kinds of things. He's out near on the East Coast. And,
Okay.
but I took the Mokame class from him at Rio. Got to know him. But super cool dude, and he is just phenomenal jewelry. But he'll take it down to a very high polish, spend all his time doing it, and then
acid etch it?
and then he'll finish it with a satin finish.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but
If you get a nice smooth finish, then
Yeah.
you can have a really awesome satin.
Yep, that's the idea. Because
Yeah.
once you put your ring on, you're gonna rub up against something and put a scratch on that
Yeah,
super high polish. So
that's true.
yeah.
Okay, I think we are free of cracks now.
Sweet.
All right. All right. So, were we going to re-anneal? Is that what we're going to do, or just going to go with it? We're almost there. Huh?
Yeah, let's see if we can finish her out. We're close. Let's do a press.
Okay.
And this guy, then we'll anneal. Let's take it to about 5,000-6,000 pounds. Cool. We'll anneal that and we'll pattern it.
All right. Cool. Just trying to get that orange flame. I got you pretty good right about there.
Looks good.
All right. Oops.
Hot potato, hot potato.
I love how quiet that Florida burns.
Yeah,
That's really quiet.
I've started using that for knife sharpening too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it works amazing. So here's the
There you go.
the silver bar that we're going to use. We might go ahead and flatten that out one last time. It's freshly annealed, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So we'll flatten it out, and then we'll cut it. We'll cut a third of it
Okay.
off, and then we'll anneal. Oh, I'm sorry. Then we'll pattern that,
Okay.
and then we'll planch it out of that.
Oh, okay. I love it.
So yeah, awesome. So yeah, if you want to flatten that guy.
All right. What? 5,000, something like that?
Yeah, 5,000 will work.
They're so quick.
I know, right? Sweet. All right, so that'll work. Okay, so now we'll cut a third of it off. Using coins again for measurement. Okay, so we're going to cut this one off at the mark, and then we'll pattern it. There we go.
Love it.
Cool. And then, yeah, we'll go ahead and cut that in half. One more time.
Is that a quarter you're using?
$50.
Oh, $50.
Yeah. So it's at
I was
least
looking through the monitor.
we can at least do 2 more men's rings, but we can do whatever. So oh yeah, if we roll, let's see. That'll work. That way we can do a completely different pattern if you want. Get that marker off there. So it's going to be a pretty serious press. Again, you want to typically use the entire plate, but we're just going to throw it on. Do you have any particular?
No, throw it anywhere you think looks good, or whatever's easiest.
Kind of like those angles there.
Okay, that'll work.
Kind of put that more towards the outside a little bit. So we're going to open the roller up. Want to make sure that the plate is clean. There's no dust, no dirt, because that can imprint onto the roller. We'll press that roller down so it's nice and tight onto the piece that we're imprinting. We're going to go 12 marks.
Oh, okay, that is pretty serious.
Yeah, we really want to press that pattern in there. So I'm taking a note of where it is. I'm going to count 12 marks over. So release.
I'm gonna run around the other side of here.
And then and then we're back to where we started. And now I'm going to count 12. 12. One more good left. 1.5. Okay, so now we'll, and you want to do a nice fluid roll. So once you start, you want to keep going, not stop. So we'll have Skyler move the camera. Here we go.
Oh, that looks great. Look at that.
That's nice.
That's gorgeous. That's gonna make a cool ring.
Yeah. So.
Right on. So now we have a patterned piece of sterling silver that came from coin scraps. Cool.
Okay, we'll punch this.
Nice. That makes cutting thick silver really easy.
There we go. Okay, so 1/2 inch hole coming up. We'll do pattern side up. 1/2 inch. Loud noises. There we go. So what do you call scrap from scrap?
Scrap from scrap. That's a good question.
Scrap squared? Maybe? I don't know.
Scrap from scrap is just a good savings plan.
Cool.
Dude, thank you very much, Jason.
Yeah.
Check that out. That is going to make an awesome ring.
Sweet.
Cool.
So we'll do the woman's next. Can roll this
Oh, that's
guy
a
out.
great pattern.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah. All right. And roll it nice and evenly.
Yeah, nice and even. Yeah.
Okay, let's see how I can do here.
We take kids anywhere.
Ew. Cool.
Dude, look at that.
That's a nice pattern.
That's cool. There we go. Sweet. That's great. Cool. Did I make it through?
A little more. There you go.
There we
Perfect.
go.
Yeah, you're done.
Sweet. Set that down. Oh, not that. That's absolutely perfect. Oh,
Is that better?
there we go. Yeah, that works way better.
Cool.
Love it.
Alright.
Cool. So,
now punching a hole. What size hole do you think?
you know what? This one, that is a great. Where's your punches? Here they are.
Yep.
I'm going to cut a much larger hole. I'm thinking. You know, maybe not too big. What do you think about 5/8? We're gonna try making
that'll be a narrow band, yeah.
Yeah, a little more narrow.
Okay.
Oh, I should probably do that.
Perfect. Yeah,
There we go.
that'll work.
So I'm thinking for the women's band, we'll do a 5/8 hole, and we'll make a much smaller band. It's still gonna be a little bit on the wider side, honestly, for a women's ring, but it's gonna be great. We'll put a couple stones in it and make it look fabulous. Well, I don't know. We'll figure out what we'll do with it. Who knows? All right, cool. So we will go ahead and it's pretty much set up already, isn't it?
Make a pendant out of this.
Actually, yeah, we could really easily.
And one trick I did was to make with the scrap silver. I would make washers with them, just like what we're doing. But then once it's the washer, or you know, like this, like a ring blank, what I would do is then put it on the pattern plate, and it'll oblong it to an oval.
That'd be cool.
It'll be a pattern, and then I would dangle stones off the center. It'd be a beautiful earring.
That's a really cool idea.
Yeah.
That is very cool. It's a neat pattern.
Would you be interested in taking some chicken?
What?
Would you be interested in eating some chicken? And some eggs?
I think he does that for chores.
Do you have chickens at home?
No, my grandmother's.
I didn't notice that one. All right.
I didn't see him in the house.
Here we go. Cool. That's gonna work. So the other one,
Yeah, I said the same thing out there.
Yeah, I could get to that window.
that's gonna make a really awesome set.
Cool. All right. So
All right. Thanks for having me in your shop.
Yeah, that was
I got some awesome stuff to bring back to Oregon with me now.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Cool.
All right. So I'll do the other half and I'll show you the finished work, I guess.
Awesome. I'm excited to see. Well, yeah. So what do you think you're gonna do? What type of stones?
You know, that's a great question.
What type of setting?
So there's a lot of really. So I'm thinking about doing bezel-set stones. So I'm gonna cut them and inset them into the band.
Okay. Cool.
And then have the bezel sticking out a little bit.
Nice.
And I'm not really sure what kind of stones I'm going to use yet. There's all kinds of different stuff. I have some sapphires we can use it at home. I've got all kinds of simulated stuff, but I want to do real stones for these ones.
Nice.
So we will see what we come up with.
Sweet. All right. See you guys. And
All right, thanks.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
All right.
All right, see you later.
All right. Bye.